But Lindwurm is wild. She came into the meet with a
224 PB and 224 PB from Chicago in October. She was the 5th American in that race. She lost to Sisson, Seidel, Gabby Rooker, and Sarah Vaughan.
And imagine this. If I told you before the race that Dakotah Lindwurm will fall off the lead pack at 17 miles. And they went through halfway in 72 something? No. It's faster, right, John?
71:43.
And she'll run slow down to 5:42 pace all the way home. She falls off the lead pack in 8th place, does not pick it up, barely hangs on. She runs 2:29 pace for the final 9 miles, makes the team. This is even crazier. From 21 miles to the finish, she ran it at 5:53 pace. She actually had 1 mile over 6 minutes. She ran 2:34 marathon pace for the final 5.2 miles and made the Olympic team because none of the big studs were doing anything that were left in the field. And because a bunch of 2:24, 2:25 marathoners went out in 2:23 pace on a hot day, of course they're going to blow up. And they all blew up. She just blew up the least of them. And is forever will be an Olympian. And this Amby Burfoot idea of picking the team, I don't care. Yeah, we would pick somebody else behind her if we were trying to get our 3 highest places, but third American's not going to medal anyways. It's such a cool story that this paralegal, God, it's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, she was terrible. Not terrible. She had like 16:43, 34 minutes in college. I can't even believe she wanted to keep running.
No, Robin, so this is the crazy thing about it, right? First of all, it's kind of wild she even decided to run in in college. Because this was a D2 runner, but she was a D2 walk-on. She needed to, she showed up. She ended up earning a scholarship at Northern State. But I went back and looked at her high school PBs. She ran 5:35 for 1,600 and 11:56 for 3,200. She never competed at the Minnesota State meet in cross-country. Kind of confused why she wasn't even in this. She didn't even run like the state qualifying.
She's a hockey player.
Okay, hockey season, does it overlap with cross-country? She ran a whole I need to get the story behind this because she was 18th at her conference meet in cross-country, her senior year of high school, and then didn't run the state qualifying meet, but she clearly was in their top 7, so I don't know. That was kind of wild, though. 18th in a high school conference meet. Plenty of people who finish 18th in the high school conference meet just give up and don't run in college. She walks on at Northern State. She makes NCAAs a few times, but this is D2 NCAAs. Her PB is 16:43, 34:57. Best finish 6th in the D2 championships in the 10,000. Those are not the resume that screams you should continue and try to become a professional runner. She decides, nope, I'm not giving up. I want to do it. I'm moving to Minneapolis. I'm going to try to join Minnesota Distance Elite. She kind of had to talk her way onto the team, but Chris Lundstrom, who runs the program, he doesn't like to turn that many people away, so she's on there. And then by 2022, turns out, she's actually really good at the marathon, gets a sponsorship with Puma, and then entering the trials, she was at least on the radar as a dark horse. So to me, the bigger upset isn't making the team. It's that she didn't give up when she wasn't a very good high school runner, and she didn't give up when she was an okay D2 runner, but could easily have just given up on competitive running after that. So she kept going both times, and now it's an underdog story. People are going to be talking about this for decades. She's like the example of don't give up. Olympians can come from anywhere. It's an awesome, awesome story.
This is the Brian Sells story on steroids. It's better. It's just a better story. I mean, Brian Sells was part of the Hanson Brooks legit pro team with a legit sponsor. This is this is just crazy.
Well, she does have a sponsor. She's sponsored by Puma. She does also work as a paralegal. I don't know how big her Puma deal is. I'm sure it's about to skyrocket after Saturday. But to get to that point is just the fact that she was even in position to get a Puma sponsorship after her high school and college careers is amazing.
Well, I don't know. To be honest, if I was a shoe exec, I wouldn't have it skyrocket. This will be the peak of the story, I would assume.
Yeah, but she's going to have a bonus in there. Like your contract goes up when you make the Olympics.
You'll get a bonus.